Okay, so there we go with the third tapping tune, and now we are moving along to the fourth tapping tune. How did I come up with the names of these songs? I don't know. I'm just a really clever, charismatic, inspirational guy. It just comes to me. I don't know how it does. First, second, third, fourth. Now we're here with the fourth, and we're going to look at some scale tapping, or at least that's what I'm calling it. I don't really know what it's called. And these next couple of licks I got from Sean Baxter, great guitar player, pretty much brilliant at everything. I had some lessons with him. He didn't teach me how to play guitar, but he did help me with some stuff that I was struggling with. So a big thanks to Sean. And moving on. So let's look at this. It's going to be in the key of D minor, and we're going to use a D Dorian scale. I'll show you the scale, and then I'll show you how it's going to be broken up for the tapping. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start on C. I think we had this point made earlier on in the DVD that it's a D Dorian scale, so technically you should start on D, but because of the nature of what I'm going to do, as you'll see in a minute, I'm going to start it on C. So here we go. It goes like this. Okay, so the notes are 8, 10, 12 on the low E, 8, 10, 12 on the A, 9, 10, 12 on the D, 9, 10, 12 on the G, 10, 12, 13 on the B, 10, 12, 13 on the high E. Okay, so the way we're going to divide this up is the first two fingers of my left hand, finger 1 and 2, are going to play the first two notes of this 3-note pattern. Hopefully you noticed it was a 3-note pattern going across the neck, okay? And they're going to do this. And it's kind of hammering from nowhere. Then what's going to happen is the tapping finger, in my case the second finger, is going to supply the third note of each group. Okay? And that's the finger that's going to do the damping of the next string. Hopefully you're noticing there that, do you remember before when I said we had our finger like that and this, the tip of it damped that and the back side of it damped that? There's a similar thing with this tapping finger. When it's on the A string there, you probably notice either side of my fat finger is damping each note. It's damping that one and it's damping that one. Now just a little tip, okay? You've got to slam this finger, first finger down hard. That's really, you really have to learn how to do that. And I personally find it harder on the thinner string. Now, when you practice this as an exercise on its own, you can play it as many times as you want, as I've said before. If you want to do them one at a time, no problem. 2 at a time, no problem. Okay, the good thing is to make sure that you have the freedom to be able to play along using this kind of idea. Now you'll notice that I recommend that you use this 1 and 2 for all of the things, even though the shapes are slightly different, and even as you learn to move it around more, simply because it just makes it, it's just trouble-free. It means you haven't got to keep thinking, oh, well, I'll do this one like this, then I'll swap here. Even if you decide to move this concept around more, which you can do, initially get this one, just keep it to 1 and 2 for now. Okay, so let's have a little go with the backing track and see what we can do. Okay, so the next obvious lick we're going to do is the reverse of that. So instead of kind of hammering up, we're going to pull off. Remember, keep the variations exactly as you would like. Maybe you repeat the first two, move down. And then you can maybe have a break and then hammer up. So you could go. okay, and just mix the two together. So let's have a little demonstration of that. Okay, we're going to do another variation on this lick, and it's going to be a group of 7, which sounds a bit odd, but we're going to make it sort of fit into 7 notes per beat. And it's going to sound like this. The technique goes like this, and this is the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you hammer from nowhere. 1, hammer again with the second finger. 2, then the tapping finger completes the 3 notes. Then pull off all the way down. Then hammer, and then again. So it's quite simple, you're just going up. Okay, but if you count them, it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leave that there, move to the next string, that will mute it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Now I'll try and do it without counting, and it should sound a bit neater. Okay, so let's try that with the track. Okay, we've got one more lick to go here, and it's a little bit scary. It's a group of 7 and a group of 6 all crammed in together, and it sounds like this. I'm just going to do it on one string. Okay, one more time. So what it does, it hammers up from the 8 to the 10. The tapping finger takes care of the 12, and it goes back down again. Then up with the second, up with the pinky, tap again, pull off, down, down, hammer, and finish off there. So you're adding one extra scale note from the Dorian, D Dorian, above. Right after the pinky goes on, move. Move. Okay, I'm making a couple of mistakes there because I've got the guitar down, so I'm not getting the regular amount of distortion that I would. But I'm just going to take the tempo up a little bit so you can hear it. Oops. Okay, so let's try it along with the track. Okay, and that concludes track number 4. Okay, we've come to the end of the DVD. Hope you've had a lot of fun. Hope you've learned some stuff. Don't be too scared by the stuff at the end. I know it was probably considerably harder than some of the stuff that we had earlier on, but I always like to give you something to shoot for right at the end, just to raise the bar a little. So have fun, work hard, and the more you put in, the more you'll get out. Again, I thank you for letting me instruct you on this DVD, and I hope to see you soon.